Hello, everyone. My name is Reverend Dr. Teron L. Potter Sr. I'm the pastor of Westcote United Methodist Church in Dover, Delaware.
And I'm Amy Yarnell, and I serve as the senior pastor at Wesley in Dover. And today, Dr. Potter and I get to talk to you about how God has been at work in our town in really bringing us together for anti-racism ministry and learning. And this really began to evolve when the Black Lives Matter protests began last summer. And Dr. Potter and I were both having conversations with Dr. Sa and just processing how we were feeling about all of this and what was happening in the lives of our church and community. And so she suggested that we start talking together and see how God might use us together to respond to this.
So during the summer, we actually spent some time talking and planning, hashing out some different ideas as to what was going on in our minds and brainstorming as to what we would like to do. And so out of that brainstorming session, we started to think about doing a book study. We didn't know exactly which book we wanted to study, so we spent a lot of time just going through various books dealing with racism and how we can fight for justice. And so it took us some time to actually narrow down books. We were on Amazon a lot, buying books and also looking at different recommendations from various professors and authors. And we ended up narrowing down a book called So You Want to Talk About Race by Ajima Aluo. And just so happened that this book also had a curriculum with the United Methodist Women. They did a curriculum with this book as well. So it actually ended up being a God-ordained moment for us where we were able to get some help from the United Methodist Women, Alana Walls, who's the director of distance learning. And we connected with her to get a little bit more about what to do as it relates to having this book study.
So to launch this, we did a joint sermon together at the end of June. And because of COVID and all of the virtual worship, it was easy for us to do a joint sermon together, easier than it's ever been before. So that worked out really well. It was really well received within our church families. And so we began announcing it that summer that we were doing the book study. And when we launched it, we used online registration. It was via Zoom, and we had 47 people sign up, almost evenly divided between our church families.
Yeah, it was surprising because at first we didn't expect that many people. I mean, maybe 12 to 20 at the most, and then we put it out on Facebook, and it just blew up like wildfire. And one of the concerns that we had was how are we going to get all of these people together in a book study. And so we thought about Zoom, but then we thought about the breakout room sessions and how we were going to organize people. And so we ended up having to get some facilitators, some co-facilitators with the book study. Many of our lay persons actually ended up being co-facilitators. And our oldest co-facilitator is 94.
Yes, she is.
And so we have facilitators from both congregations, and there are about maybe 6 to 8 people in each group, and it is going phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is. So we did that first book study in the fall of 2020. We worked our way through So You Want to Talk About Race. It was a really great way to start and to build relationships among the church family. And we also had a couple of people from beyond our churches.
Yes.
And so by the time we finished, we knew that we wanted to do another study, and we knew that we wanted to continue this process and also to continue to build the relationships in the community and with our churches. So we started another one in February.
Yes, and it grew again. And now we have people from Wilmington, here in Dover, Annapolis. We had people register from all over and from various professions. Those who are Christians, those who are non-Christians. We have many people from other faith traditions who are a part of our group. And it is really making an impact in the life of our church. In fact, I know at Wacott we have had even one family join the church through the book study. They were happy. They were looking for a church that actually is not just talking about it, but being about it. And
Yes.
so they ended up joining our church. And so it's also found it to be a evangelistic tool for us as well.
Yes.
So.
And I know for us, it has had similar impact, both among members who really wanted a way to respond to the civil rights needs and just racism that we're all trying to figure out and unravel, and how do we respond and what can we do. And we too had one family join. They weren't even a part of the book study. It was just really important to them to be a part of a church family that's really dealing with us.
Absolutely.
And so in addition to studying and building relationships, we've also started doing some advocacy together.
Yes.
And we continue to talk about what that looks like, and that will continue to grow together. So, we'll send out invitations to the email list group to send a letter about this particular issue. We had people who just attended a virtual hearing about reforming police use of force and how we respond to police brutality in the state. And, our state senators and community members who were in that forum, we were able to show up and just be present and let people know we care about what's going on and we're paying attention. And so coming up, we're going to have another set of speakers come and talk to us about the Clean Slate Initiative, which is about expungement for low-level offenses, which disproportionately affects Black and brown people, like so many things.
And we also, our group members also suggested that we may even think about partnering with Delaware State University, Del Tech, Wilmington University, offering credit or non-credit courses, and Pastor Amy and I teach in the class together. So that is also something that was suggested to us, because the book study participants really enjoy it and think that others will as well, and even networking with local law enforcement and doing some training with that as well. So it's really blossoming, and we're doing well.
Yeah, so thanks be to God.
Amen. If any of you think that this is something that you would like to do with your congregation or multiple congregations that are in your community, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you and guide you along the way and share with you some of the things that we learned in our process, and we'll be happy to help.
We know for us that social media was a big way of spreading the word, and we'd be glad to talk to you about how we did that. We even had one of the members of our study who has been tweeting about it and tagged the author of How to Be an Anti-Racist, Dr. Kendi, and he retweeted it and said, this is how it should be done. And it was so cool to have that happen. So you just never know. So we'd be glad to help you to walk that path.